What's this for, Robert?
That's where we throw stubborn trade unionists. And awkward directors. Well, you get a better idea of the scale from below.
Robert, a word. Now, that switchgear crated up and ready to move. Now, your site engineer tells me I've got to hold it back for 6 weeks.
We'll discuss it later, Charlie.
But, damn it, man, I'm getting red letters from the generating authority.
Well, then refer them to me.
But that won't do it.
Bear up, Charlie. Every working day I'm losing good men to the oil rigs.
But it's not excuses they want.
We'll discuss it over a drink, Charlie, but don't argue the point now. I'll square the authority. That's a promise.
Mr. Ballard,
Yes?
this is for you, sir.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Charlie. I'll catch you up. You from my office?
No, this is a private matter.
Who are you?
Just take the envelope, please, Mr. Ballard. I'll be in touch.
Hello, Tess. What do you got for me?
Nothing much, sir. Jack McManus wants an appointment.
Oh, God. Well, you better come through.
Did they tramp all over you, sir?
Had a damn good try.
McManus, sir.
My arrangement with Mr. McManus was a stopgap. I can't be involved with labour problems at that level. Somebody lower down the line had better deal with it.
Edwin?
All right. No, not Edwin. Well, I'd better see him myself. But it can't be before Wednesday at the earliest.
Can I barge in? Plant high costs.
Well, if there's nothing more, Tess.
I haven't worked out a projection for next year, but add 8% should be about right.
All right. I'll look at it later. Edwin, are you busy?
Nothing that can't wait. Why?
You drive me home in an hour or two.
Sure. Are you okay?
Yeah, just tired.
Well, I'll clear my desk.
Yes? Yes, it is. Who is this?
I think we ought to meet, sir. I'm speaking from a telephone box. Right outside your window, sir. As soon as possible. If that suits you, Mr. Ballard.
Where'd you get these names and addresses?
Sorry?
Do you know any of these individuals?
No.
Who do you represent? Yourself?
No, sir. I just compiled the material.
And carry the messages? A flunky. I may tell you that a senior police officer in this district is a close personal friend of mine. It's in my mind to show him the contents of this envelope. You'd earn yourself a minimum of 7 years for extortion. I didn't say that you could smoke. The imputations in that fiction are damn silly. I've not met half the people named.
There's no suggestion that you have, sir.
I make you a solemn promise it won't work. So you can go and peddle your trash elsewhere.
I don't think the newspapers would dismiss it so quickly.
Who put you up to this? I could force it out of you.
You're not serious.
Really? You invited yourself up here and tried to blackmail me. And when I refused to pay, you got violent.
An assault on me, Mr. Ballard, brings you immediate exposure. If I was you, I'd pay up. It's quick. It's cheap.
How cheap?
10,000 for that printout. For the data tape, 3 copies just like it, you buy a piece of property and you transfer it to a nominee.
And how much is this property worth?
Not sure. 150,000?
You must be insane. And how much of that are you going to get?
This information's stored in a data bank. The sole access to it is a spool of tape. That's what you're buying, Mr. Ballard. You'll need time to think it over. Oh, I'll ring you the day after tomorrow.
Wait. You say you're not personally involved?
No, I'm not.
Then you're free to make a private arrangement.
2 days. Good afternoon.
Walter? Robert Ballard here. Young man's just left my office. He's wearing denim. I believe he's driving an old van. No. Don't detain him. No, just follow him and get his number.
Off your grub, Daddy?
Yes, I'm off my grub.
Feel like a game of snooker?
Some other night.
What about you, Tina? Do you fancy a movie?
Edwin doesn't get enough diversion at work.
Right. I'm underemployed.
That's yet to be proved.
Try me.
Your most important job is to keep Tina happy.
Well, that's my pleasure, Bob. This is business.
And this is the dinner table. Or had you forgotten?
You just couldn't wait, could you?
I'm not going to tiptoe round him forever.
But you saw the mood he's in.
So?
I had chosen tonight to tell him.
Well, the mountain god is angry. You'll have to wait till he stops smoking.
Don't be so bloody casual about my feelings. Careful, Eddie. I warn you.
Oh, shut up. I love you, but shut up, eh?
Sorry to break into your game, Dempsey. Good of you to spare me your time.
That's no trouble. I've got plenty of time to spare these days. I'm semi-retired.
Well, what do you advise?
Well, I don't advise anything, but I can show you some alternatives.
Well, what would you do?
Well, you've got to get straight to the source, haven't you? You hit the big man, the rest are going to run in the bushes. Putting it crudely. Let me guess. Been buying work? Is there politics involved? Could be tricky.
Well?
Well, buying the tape's going to get you nowhere. This computer game, that's just the icing on the cake. What you'll fear is the knowledge, innit? Not how it's wrapped. See, a computer printout or 5 words on the back of a crisp bag, it makes no odds, does it?
I want to know who it is. And I want it stopped.
Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
Thanks, Mr. Dempsey. Orange squash.
Ah, my blood pressure's up. Tell me this keeps it down. You like it, then?
It's not yours, is it?
You're joking, aren't you? 4 years ago, they voted to keep me out. And I built them that squash court and they had a change of heart. Made me a director. Anyway, it's good for trade and I get 3 free games a week. His contact calls you tomorrow. I want to fix up a meeting for Friday.
Will he accept that?
Tell him you got a cash flow problem. I need 36 hours to contact these pals of mine. They're specialist dustbin men. And they're expensive.
Yes?
Well, how expensive depends on you, doesn't it, and the kind of work. A shutdown job's going to cost you 5 each for them and 10 for me.
Does it have to go as far as that?
Well, that's for you to decide, isn't it? These fellas aren't ballet dancers, but they'll do it right. If you just want to know who it is and you think you can handle it yourself, it'll cost you 500 a day. Either way, I'm easy. It's not my balls they're squeezing, is it?
How do I pay you?
I'll take it in company stock. I'll hang on to it for 6 months before I sell. Does that suit you? You got any idea who's behind this?
Yes. One.
Oh,
Man named Vinyl.
why all this tap dancing then?
He's dead. Here's the number of the contact man's van. I'll have to go.
I'll get onto it. Stay close to your phone tomorrow.
Thanks for the drink.
All right.
Fancy a cooked lunch, Barney? Tough. You've no gas.
Sandwich.
You've no bread either. God, I've met some men in my time.
Is that right?
You're the sloppiest of the lot. I ought to move in here. Sort you out. A nice tidy girl could be the making of you, Barney.
I don't know anyone.
Your clothes are a disgrace. And you're underweight. That won't do it. What do you say? Come on, Barney, what do you say?
About what?
Christ, don't pretend you're deaf.
It won't work, Mickey.
Why not? You like me a lot.
I could be gone in a week.
Oh.
Well, this deal I've got is getting very hot. I could be away nights.
Can stand that.
All right, I'll make a bargain with you. If you do me a favour, I'll do you one back.
What favour?
I want you to hold something for me.
To tell me something new.
It's just a bunch of tapes. I want you to keep them safe until I ask for them.
And if I do? What's the other half?
I'll take you to Somerset with me.
Bastard.
Hello, Dave. Joe. Freddie. How are you, Mr. Dempsey? How you been making a name for yourself, lad? Well, you're not going to make one up here.
He'll do what he's told.
Is that right, Freddie?
Yeah, that's right. Wind me up and point me in the direction I should go.
What, like a clockwork lobster? Forget the word. It's all in here. Plus a monkey for your expenses, and his 2 phone numbers where he can reach me day or night. The party's name is Firma, and he's fixed up a meet with my client tomorrow. Now, this bit's important. I don't want you to flush him out till you've found out where he goes and who he sees.
Is this fur more heavy?
Nah, he's an errand boy.
Do we whack him?
Well, you'll be the first to hear that, won't you, Freddie? Now, he's fronting for somebody a lot bigger, and we want to know who that is. And you're looking for the spool of computer tape. Any questions?
Telex Eindhoven. Indicate our displeasure, but give him a margin to wriggle in.
Do I do that?
No. No, Edwin, please. Oh, thank you. That'll be all. Oh, Edwin, just a moment. Tina told me the news this morning. I'm very happy.
Thanks.
She wants to have the baby at home. I see the idea doesn't please you.
It's her first child, Bob.
That's not a lot to ask.
A whim of iron.
She mustn't know disappointment.
I thought that formed part of the package.
Not for my daughter.
I'll tell Eindhoven.
No, just for a minute. Walk me downstairs, will you? You did a fine job clearing up the mess Vinyl left behind. Did you ever meet him off duty?
Well, he wasn't really the unbuttoning type. I had dinner at his house once. It was grisly. Poor sod was having those heat treatments. Bits didn't fit anymore.
Do you recall any of the other guests?
They were family, as I remember.
Nobody from the consortium?
Oh, no. It was a very low-key affair. Wait a minute. Charlie Dugdale dropped in. I suppose he'd qualify.
Charlie Dugdale? At Vinyl's house?
Yes. Is it important?
It's unexpected. I didn't know they were so thick. I must talk to him about it.
What's this, Robert? Good news or bad news?
Well, I'm fishing.
Ain't your cast, lad?
What's the common view of the Coal Harbour project?
I'm not an opinion poll, am I?
Please, Charlie.
It's the elephant's child.
What's that?
There's a hell of a time between conception and the midwife. A job tended for 50 millions had run itself up to 120 at the last count. Some say you found yourself a couple of nice biddable officials in Whitehall. Others have it you're lucky not to land yourself with a public inquiry. Only luck has nothing to do with it.
The original estimates were made long before the big inflation, Charlie.
And thank God for inflation.
What about my performance?
Adequate, I'd say.
Would you vote for my removal?
Who's been getting at you?
I've had anonymous letters.
Bum wipes.
The writer was very well informed.
Sounds like a clerk with a grievance.
You knew my company secretary, Harold Vinyl.
Oh, aye. Close-mouthed devil. Rest his soul, if he had one.
You went to his house just before he died.
What of it? His wife and mine are first cousins. Did I spring one on you?
I didn't know that, Charlie.
Like I said, Harold only opened his mouth to put something in it. I think I'm getting your drift, Robert. Cousin Harold kept the keys to the hospitality account. Am I right? Calm your mind. There's no skin off my nose. I just bought myself a cottage and half a mile of the best trout river in Cumberland. And this time next year, I'll have kissed Dugdale's and Ballard's and the National Grid a long and unregretted farewell.
What's happening?
He's having a drag.
You sure it's Furmore?
It's gotta be. Grey anorak, blue jeans, about 28, ferret face. Yeah, wheels.
Stop there, please, Mr. Ballard. Take the money from the briefcase, please. Now empty the bag on the ground.
What's this in aid of?
Please do as I ask.
What'd you expect? A bomb?
That's our nominee, Mr. Ballard. You complete the transfer by Wednesday next. If you don't, a printout reaches the Director of Public Prosecutions on Friday morning. That's all, Mr. Ballard. You can go now, Mr. Ballard.
I'll double what's on the ground if you tell me who you're working for.
You know that's impossible.
You watch your neck.
He's got them on it. Let's shift.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah, they were covering it. There's nothing more to be done for the moment. As you like. I think we should meet. There's a roadhouse at Wellerby called the Sickle Moon. Do you know it? Yeah, about 6:30. Cheers.
Mr. Furmore?
Wait a minute.
Hello, Squire.
Sorry about this, lot. I didn't know this racket would be going on.
You haven't, me, Thornley.
My firma lives in a caravan park at Holly Grove. My people are speaking to him now. He only had half his money with him. He's dumped the rest in a left luggage locker at Derwent bus station, and he's mailed the key.
To whom?
Oh, he's not said. Yet. Anyway, they've got to pick the money up within the next 24 hours.
Can I have the bus station watched?
Sure. That's where your problems start, isn't it?
Go on.
Look, you've got to decide what you're going to do with these characters.
Do?
Well, firm is easy, mate. Give him a good idea. Send him on his way. Mr. Big. There's a different kettle of fish altogether, isn't it? Once you get that tape, you've got to shut him down. That's why you came to me, innit? Do it. I'll do. Get on for a little then. Aye, help yourself. I don't want any comebacks on this. There's bound to be somebody you know well.
You've got an open check, Joan.
Cracking party, innit?
Aye.
Hey, hope young bride's a bit of all right, isn't she?
Aye, she's lovely.
Are you with her a lot, then?
I'm her father. You pissed on your boots.
Well?
He died of shock.
Yeah, just like a cat.
Sir?
No, it's a cat's all done, is it? Well, there's nothing here about alcohol in the blood.
Oh, give him a break, Skip. They've not cut him yet.
Yeah, but the van reeked of it. Where does he live?
Oh, vehicle registration says Wolverhampton.
Oh, you better get them on the printer.
I did.
Oh, bravo, Downs. What's the maestro's opinion?
Well, I reckon he got pissed as a newt, saw a road that wasn't there, and tried to drive up it.
How come his elbow was dislocated?
Impact.
I think it was torsion. And those bruises on his wrist, how did he come by those?
Impact again.
Bruising after death, Downs. Let's try again.
Well, maybe he was one of those, what do you call them? Bondage freaks.
Oh, yes. I'll keep that in mind. Mongo.
Your subject firma, full name Burnett.
Yes?
Nothing in Central, but Walco lists minor traffic offences. Last known address, Vale Caravan Park, Holly Lodge. Any good to you?
Cream of my coffee.
Pardon?
Thank you very much. Well, did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on then, Downs. Don't just sit there. Get the bloody car out.
Yep. Yeah, Dave. What do you got? Hang on, just let me say this.
Will you turn that bloody noise down?
Yeah, Dave. Spilt milk. What about the tape? Oh, I want it all. Is Welsh at the bus station yet? Well, it's after 10. One of you better get up there straight away.
He's a clever lad, our Bernard. Hybrid digital systems, theory and number. Not exactly like bedtime reading. What have you found, Skip?
Clinkers.
There's nothing here. You?
Letters and... Oh, a final demand from the electricity board. It was a slow payer. Hey, come over here, Downs. What do you see?
Straight up.
No, go on. What do you see?
Well, Skip, it's what the youngsters call...
Yeah. What do you see?
Well, it's a stereo tape unit with a tuner. Reel-to-reel, set of headphones, rack full of LPs, no cassettes.
Why not?
He was a purist, wouldn't use cassettes.
Tape splicer. Now, where are they? I'm going to seal this tin can and give it to the scientists.
Shall I question the warden again?
Yeah, come on, we'll do it together. Do you know what the chief attraction of police work is, Downs? Now, don't believe all that blather about public service or battling delinquency. No, it's being able to walk into other people's houses.
Cowboy.
What are you doing in there?
We're police officers.
So?
Do you know the tenant of this caravan, miss?
Where is he?
Do you know who his friends were, Nicky? What about family?
His dad lives in Wolverhampton. That's all I know.
This deal he had. Can you tell me anything about that?
What does it matter now?
Bring the car as close as you can.
He was a terrific fellow. And clever too, did you know that?
Yes, I guessed as much. He was a great man for the music, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he lived on it.
But only records.
No. Albums, sets, everything. It's all in there.
No, there's no cassettes.
Gone fat, has it?
That's what it won't do.
I've come a begging.
Well,
It's not for me, it's for Eddie.
what is it this time?
I want you to throw a very swish dinner party and invite all your important friends.
Do I have any?
Of course you do. All those chaps with fat tummies and wives with their faces lifted out of sight. Eddie'd look marvellous in a crowd like that.
Petticoat influence, miss.
Well, if you don't want him, perhaps the opposition does. For the sake of your air.
Where is Eddie?
In town, shopping. Will you think about it?
I haven't much choice, have I?
Not really. Coffee in 10 minutes, Father Bear.
What's the problem, Bob? Pick up. Got blocked fuel lines.
May I? Yes. Metric. Try ASF.
How did I get along without you?
God knows. Is Tina around?
In the house. Ed, we must have a talk later.
All right. ASF, Bob. Never fails.
Eddie, I'm trying to make coffee.
Edwin!
Yeah.
CP statistics for you, Inspector.
Well, thank you, sir.
What's all the commotion?
Well, that's this.
Anything on those wrist abrasions? Right. When can you let us have the full report? Okay, so. Well, shock's positive, Skip.
Well, that's all right. Carry on.
The dislocated elbow isn't significant either way. Impact may have done it. And there's nothing out the way on the bruises on his wrists either. No firm evidence of a ligature.
Great.
Oh, and he had about 10 ounces of alcohol in his stomach. Miles over the limit.
Are you case-making, Mr. Mungo?
Well, we have anomalies here, sir. This man wasn't a whiskey drinker, yet the van was awash with it.
Have you informed Mr. Reed?
No, he's away at conference, sir.
Oh.
I'd like to treat this as a preliminary murder inquiry.
When's the inquest?
Thursday.
Well, the evidence doesn't add up to too much so far. Still, if you think it's worth pursuing...
Yes, sir, I do.
Go outside.
And that's the dead man's girlfriend.
Oh, very well. In Mr. Reed's absence, you better keep me au fait. Oh, if you have a moment, cast your eye over that file. It's full of stimulating information.
Excuse me.
Yes?
You're the boss here, aren't you?
Well, you could say that.
Can I talk to you?
Does it concern your business with Inspector Mungo? Well, don't you think you better talk to him?
No, I want to talk to you.
Yes, all right. I can give you a few minutes.
I don't agree. Not a laugh in it.
Yeah, well, leave it with me, Billy. You know, you'll hurt his feelings.
That one doesn't have any. He's a hand washer. Pontius Pilate. What we need is hairy-ass bobbies with big feet. Not a cataract of statistics. Oh, let's have that wee lassie back in here.
Ah, Bristol, Skip. Pontius Pilate's just nicked your witness.
Come on, all of it, Dave. Where'd you find him?
Where he said, behind the panel in the bedroom.
Well, you hang on to the £5 grand. I'll fix up a draft with Benny for the rest.
Right, Joe.
This fella you followed. You go all the way up to the house?
Yeah, sure. But when he got out, he was a blondie. The guy at the station had a black mob. Obviously a wig job. But Fermor swore he'd never seen him face to face.
Well, it fits. Client's got a son-in-law.
Will he grease his own family?
He might have to. Set it up. When you've got it set, I want you to call me. I'll tell you yes or no.
Right, Joe.
What do you bring this load of crap with you for?
Well, you said to bring it all, Joe.
Aye, no sweat. Here. We know who. That tape can't be far away. Let the client sort it out. By the way, was that caution about Fermor?
Sure, his pump gave out.
What did Welsh use on him? Pliers?
Hanky. A wet one with a knot in it.
You're done here, Edwin. You leave today, and you bury yourself in some remote spot, and you don't come back. And you go alone.
Oh, sorry.
You keep away. And when the time's ripe, you divorce my daughter.
No, you can't win them all, Bob.
Your probation's finished here. I don't want you.
And what does Tina want?
She hears nothing of this. Understand? Understand? You got a passport? Use it. Go to Ireland for a couple of weeks. You can say your farewells to Tina from there. You'll excuse me if I don't wish you well.
I have to go away for a few days.
What did you do to him?
Had my hand in the till.
Telephone call for you, Mr. Dempsey.
Do you mind, Andy? Nah. Keep the ball on with it.
Yeah, right.
Joe Dempsey. Yeah, Mr. Ballard, I saw it. I was going to ring you. Hang on, will you? Does he have the tape? Well, I've got some bad news for you then. Can it be overheard? My people leaned a bit too hard. He cracked. No, all the way. We've got a pile of junk and 3 more sheets like yours. And there's nothing that'll fit in a computer. Well, take your pick. It's an even money bet it's disappeared for good. Okay. Can you get Styles out of there? Yeah, well, I'll call my people and tell them to lay off. No. He's a very lucky young man. All right. See ya. Uh, 7-6 to you, right?
Right. When I call, join me. You will, won't you?
Make your peace with him?
No. And don't you be persuaded either.
Promise me you'll ring me.
Yes. Yes.
What did you find out?
The super took her for a joyride. Great muckers.
What the hell is he playing at? That's my witnesses got there. Oh, it's not your fault. Come on, let's get out of this place.
Can I catch your lift?
Sure. You know, my granny was a witch downs, and I inherited the gift. But the wind has changed. I'm about to become the victim of an imperial shafting. My case, such as it is, which is also your case, is about to disappear into thin air.
Yeah, but it's still the girl.
Aye, wafted away by the wizard with the miraculous hat.
Yeah, but she'll be back.
No, I refuse to be comforted. There's no red in your eyes. You don't have my granny's nose. Christ, I wish I had wings or an extra eye in my arse. And oh, come on, take me out of here and fill me full of strong drink.
Hello? Can I speak to Dempsey?
Not a hope, Jack. Mr. Dempsey's in the intensive care and he won't be talking to anybody for around about a fortnight. What? Instructions? I'd like some of them myself. Tough, innit?
What's happening?
Nisht, he's had an inkling.
Yeah? So what's it for?
Well, you don't think I've come up here just to watch you do your barnick, do you? We finished the job.
Yes, well, can you manage a steak sandwich? Yes, all right. And a bottle of lager. I may be in the tub, so... Yeah, well, I'll leave it open. Yes, thanks.
I'll give him a double dose. When you hear the first one, start rolling.
I know you'll be great in there, Dave.
Bollocks.
Oh, no! Please!
Accident befalling me, I wish to bring to light some facts concerning the activities of Robert Ballard, chairman of the Coal Harbour Power Station Construction Project. Information is deposited in a computer data bank at the Manchester Polytechnic. Access to a readout can be obtained with the following digital sequence.
Soda, Charlie.
Water, if you have it. Have you had no word?
No, not one. I sent him over to Dublin to discuss labour requirements with a member of the Doyle. He had a substantial sum of money on him for expenses. They found that, though. The police think whoever did it was after the money and panicked.
Poor little Tina.
She's having a child, you know.
Some start in life, isn't it?
They won't suffer if it's in my power.
The auto is come, sir.
Thank you, Pilar. We're leaving now.
Surprises me you never made that young man into a director.
I had my reasons.
He was very pleasant to deal with, Robert.
Charm and manners aren't everything, Charlie. We must go.
Aye.
You'll come back here afterwards.
If you don't mind, just for a few minutes.
Car's here, Tina.
I'll do this part of it.
What, honey?
I'll attend this cannibal banquet, but afterwards you don't see me again.
This isn't the time.
Well, there won't be another. You miscalculated, Daddy. I loved him. Killer. Daddy.
Two violent deaths in as many days, both with the stamp of hired assassination on them. Do you need a diagram?
There's nothing to connect the deaths.
There may be. Why don't we ask Ferma's girlfriend?
I have to discuss other matters. Strathclyde's your home ground, isn't it?
Not for 20 years it isn't.
Well, they've requested experienced personnel on transfer. It'll mean a bump up in rank. I think you'll suit their book.
I'm very happy here, sir.
It's not a suggestion, Alec.
What did you use on that wee lassie? Was it a threat or a promise? The dead are dropping at your feet, man.
Watch that tongue, Mungo!
Why should I? I'm booked out of here anyway. No, I warn you, mister. I can make waves that'll smother you in manure.
You were ever a stupid man, Alec. Good morning to you.
Two dead already, with maybe more to follow. Widows, orphans, and wee lost lasses. I'm a bloody policeman, you braided buffoon!
I'd like a word, in private.
Can't it wait?
Well, I'll be as brief as possible. Not one of the great art forms. Without its emotional content, it would lack any meaning at all.
It's police business.
Yes. No. Hear me out. I speculate. Last week, 2 persons from this locality were killed to prevent a scandal erupting into the open. One of them was a young man with a talent for the arcana of electronics. I have a copy of his last will and testament.
Say it.
Well, I'm an empiricist, Mr. Ballard. I begin and end with provable facts.
Get to the point.
I retire in 2 years. I have not been a wise virgin. I have dissipated my little store of oil. Your company needs a security consultant. A retired police official of high rank is tailor-made for the purpose.
Sorry, I'm not hiring.
I don't know the scale of demands Firma and your son-in-law made, but I imagine mine are far less. I have the original tape, Robert.
Really?
And I risked my pension to get it.
Well, then you risked it for nothing.
The slide to the bottom will be swift and final. No handholds. Think.
I have thought. You know where to file your tapes. With your experience, you shouldn't have much trouble.
Is cold?
No, it's nice. I've no appetite.
I make coffee.
No coffee, just clear it away. Oh, Pilar, my daughter, Mrs. Styles, she didn't take all her clothes with her, did she?
Not all. Many.
And did she say where she was going? I may go for a drive. I shan't need you again this evening. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Ballard.
It was calculated, Daddy. I loved him. I loved him.
I'd stay away from there. It's crumbling. Oh, Mr. Ballard.
Oh, it's Connor, isn't it?
Aye, it is, sir.
What are you doing here?
I keep my gear in that oak shed up there.
Oh.
I'm just on my way home, sir.
I've some nice whiskey in the car, if you'd like some.
Not before my dinner. Thanks all the same, though, sir.
I've done well, Connor. From paving contractor to this in under 20 years. Sticks and rockets, Connor. Rockets and sticks. Well, if you want to go home, I won't keep you.
Aye. Be seeing you, sir.
I loved him. I loved him.